Hey team, so we're back with another eyebrow video for you guys. So like I said before, we have 3 brows that we're going to be demonstrating. With Sam, we did a straight brow. And we really hope that you guys feel confident and comfortable in doing the straight brow practice with your team members and really role play with each other so you guys can get really comfortable on the sales floor performing this service. I have Amanda with us here today, and Amanda is actually going to help us demonstrate a full brow, or other known as a fluffy brow. So if you can see Amanda's brows, we'll get a little bit closer in a couple of secs. And you can see Amanda's brows are super full. A lot of customers will come in with super full brows, but they want to know how to tame them and get them to the perfect kind of control that they like for their brows, and give them that definition without overdoing it too much. So what we're going to do today is there's different ways that you can do this. A lot of times you can utilize any of the brow mascaras that we usually carry from like Lancome or from Urban Decay. But in our store, we currently don't have any brow mascara, so I'm going to teach you how to do this without utilizing a brow mascara and keeping her depth of her brow without interrupting any of her greatness. So here we go. So we're going to start with our first step. We're going to do something a little bit different than we did in our previous video for the straight brow. So with the straight brow, one of more towards the end of the process steps would be adding concealer. So we're actually going to add a little bit of concealer to Amanda's brows now to prep her brow like she were doing more of a full brow, because we're adding minimal product. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a concealer that we used on Amanda's under eye, and we're just going to line her brow the shape of her natural brow. So we're going to go right into this one here, and we're just going to kind of just shape it very lightly straight across. It's not to give any brand new shape to her brow, but it's just to define her current shape. So you can see it gives her a good amount of coverage. It also helps perfect the brow to give it more of a polished look. We're going to bring this down just a little bit. We're using that dual-sided brush again, so you have that buffing side, and then you're going to have the flat concealer side. So we're applying the flat concealer side first, and then what we're going to do is just kind of get it in there without going into the brow and giving her a really nice shape. I'm going to go into buffing with the buffing portion of the brush and just back and forth motions. We're going to buff out this concealer so we don't see any sharp lines, and it blends out to the skin really nicely. What I like to do sometimes when you're doing concealers first, I actually like to drag them down a little bit into the lid to kind of prime the lid a little bit. So as you can see there, all we did is conceal, and Amanda has a really great shape with her brow, so there's not much that we have to do. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take a brow pencil from It Cosmetics, and we're just going to kind of define with hair strokes. So we're going to do some light hair strokes across the brow, nothing too heavy. We're going to actually really control our pressure, and we're going to do very light strokes. So we're going to start in the kind of not all the way towards the front of the brow, but like a couple of steps back, and we're just going to do some hair strokes. Straight across. We're going to come to the front and just give it very lightly hair strokes there. And remember, as we said in our previous brow video, when in doubt, spoolie it out. So we're going to get a spoolie and kind of just buff this out a little bit. So we're going to go in with the spoolie now and really define the brow just a little bit and kind of take some of that product that we added out and spread it out a little bit more. So we're just going to kind of brush it, the brow. Now you may be asking, why did we fill in her brow if we're doing a full brow? She already has full brows. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example. So if you look at this brow on this side, her brows are really thick, but in a good way. She has amazing shape. Now, but you do see that there are some spacings in between where you can fill in a little bit more to get more of a definition and a defined brow. So that's what we did on this side. We filled in very lightly just to give that definition and that fullness that we're looking for, but we're not really defining as much as we did in the previous video with the straight brow. So now that we have spoolied the product through the brow, what we are going to do is we are going to add a little bit of the foundation that we utilize on Amanda in the top portion of this area. So right top corner, we're just gonna kind of define this point so it gives it more of a polished look, and we're really not gonna take it all the way over like we did previously. It's really gonna focus on just that area so it gives her more of a naturally full brow. So we're gonna go into the top portion with the flat-ended brush again, and we're just gonna kind of define the end area of her brow right in this area here. So I'm sticking to the ends, not going too far out, it's kind of just staying right there. Gonna take our buffing side of the brush and we're gonna buff this area and define the brow bone there. So now this is gonna give her, like I said, more precision, still gives her that natural brow that we're looking for, very full towards the front, but very defined at the end, and still very natural. Your customers are really gonna love this process, and it's a 1-2 step, which is great for our customers who are constantly on the go and are looking for easy steps and achievable steps for their everyday makeup looks. This is definitely one of them for our full brow clients. So after defining the top portion of Amanda's brow, just that corner that we defined, we went in with the spoolie one more time and kind of buffed out the brow area. And then off camera, I completed her other brow. So you can actually see that Amanda still has a natural brow. It doesn't really look like she has a lot of product on her brows, but she has just enough product to fill in the brow area, but also give her a polished finish, which we love, and our clients are definitely gonna love. So this is, like I said before, is a 1-2 process that we can definitely teach our clients to do on their on-the-go quick makeup look. So this is part of that like makeup, no makeup that everyone is trending about. If you guys have any questions, we're always here to help. I hope this video really guides you guys in the right direction on what products to utilize if you don't have the exact products in your store when it comes to doing the service. Once we get these products in, I will definitely make sure to upload a new video for you guys so you guys can see the process with the actual products. Hope you guys like it and have a great day. Bye.